And we're back. Now with KELSA.
Our new special guest.
Today we went to go see, only yesterday, 35th anniversary Studio Ghibli Fathom feature event. Tearjerker. Tearjerker. I was holding back those tears. From like 5 minutes in, I was like, wow. Yeah, this is a film that helps reclaim the idea that you really get to choose the life you live, and you got to make the most out of it. I think that's very key to what this film really is encapsulated just in that idea. But there's so many other beautiful ideas regarding family and starting one, and the journey from being little and what you experience and how that makes you and the way memories flood through.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I did not come in with the intention of, wanting to cry but in one scene, it did make me cry when the dad got abusive with his daughter and slapped her in the face, because I don't know, personally I feel like no man should ever lay hands on a woman, even if it's your daughter. Especially if you know that your daughter is still a little girl and she is just simply throwing a tantrum. She shouldn't be getting hit that way. And unfortunately, I mean, I've seen that firsthand, not with me, but with other people, and it just brings me so much sadness to see, because it's not a pleasant experience, and you feel you can't do anything about it because that's their dad. So, I mean, I think it did a good job in showing you what girlhood is if you've gone to school. I know for KELSA, I'm sure in some scenes you probably didn't find it as relatable because your growing up looked a little different, but I think in some aspects, how that girl felt, you probably have felt the same way, especially when it comes to crushes and stuff. But I mean, yeah, it was pretty accurate in some ways. What do you think?
I think I liked the ending when her 10-year-old self was following her around, following her back. So I feel like it kind of symbolized, at least for me, how I feel especially lately, I feel my younger child self, experiencing things with me, and I feel just the way that she had in real time, her adult self is experiencing things, but it would bring up things that reminded her of her child self, and I feel that a lot, because sometimes randomly I'll just feel my child self is reacting to this, not me. And I feel I really resonated with that. Yeah. And yeah, I didn't really relate to all of the classroom scenes, because homeschool. But I feel I still put myself in her shoes, and I feel no matter how different your childhood was, every girl has similar experiences in life. And I think that's beautiful about women and girls, is we can just understand each other because we've had even different versions, but we've had the same kinds of experiences through our childhood and life.
Yeah, I mean, some scenes were like oh my gosh, this is a little too relatable sometimes, where I'm her two older sisters, and then me being the youngest.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about that?
Yeah, I wanted to.
Oh my gosh. Even to her being bad at math. I have literally never felt so seen in a movie where you feel so like, just like, why is it hard for me and not for others? Why am I having such a complicated time? And like, you know, her mom looking at the grade and like being disappointed. Like, I've been through that, and like it's never been a good feeling. But I mean, I feel like that doesn't really, like, I never really cared if I was good at math. Like, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna use this in the long term in my life or whatever. But like, dang, why am I don't know, I feel like I'm getting too vulnerable with you guys.
I think it's okay to be vulnerable.
Yeah.
If you want me to change subjects, I can change subjects about regarding that still dynamic of the family.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, being bad at math, but still finding something she was good at.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
her family, everyone in her family except for her father was the one, and because he's the, you know, head household, he's the one that really takes that final decision. And that was like something that they started to imagine a little bit, maybe too much, maybe like ruminate the idea of her being somewhere in a career with it. And yet she was still so young.
Yeah.
But for somebody to go out of their way and beg to get their daughter to perform, I think should have showed something just like how it affected her mother. And it should have affected the father in a similar way if he was open to the idea. But
because his father was probably like a businessman or something, or I don't know what he did for work, but like,
well, he thought instead of the arts, he thought show business.
So
he must be a businessman.
And he just like prevented her from doing something good. And like, sometimes, like, because your own parents don't want to see you do great, like, they'll take that away from you. And I feel like her dad, just based on him like slapping her because she simply just walked out with no shoes, I mean, it showed a lot that he didn't really care about her.
It was unwarranted.
Yeah.
No shoes, like, it's fine.
Like,
you gotta wash some socks.
And then the fact that everyone in the table was kind of waiting for him to say something, and then like he just said, nope, you're not gonna do it. As if
the newspaper and what's on the newspaper is more important than your family at the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally, I was so heated in that scene. I was like, oh my god. Like,
I was, it was really remarkable the way it wrote how fluid it was going back and forth on her traveling to the location, and then, you know, those memories of work, but the memories of like school, and then her actually putting the work into it, getting her hands dirty, and how that kind of like made her present and not really have that, I guess, old self really show up as much, but still it was there, you know, kind of being a shadow. For an old dude to write this, it's really remarkable.
Yeah.
That he's really in tune with I guess womanhood.
Yeah.
And early youth womanhood. And I'm not sure if he's making movies for like his nieces or.
I'm sure like he's had conversations with women and like, hey, like, is this accurate? You know, because I mean, he didn't live through it firsthand. So like, I'm sure he asked around, and he did a really good job portraying it and being able to show that. But I think, oh my gosh, her and the guy, at first, I didn't like the guy.
You told me he irritated you.
Yeah. At first, I feel like the first car ride that, you know, he gave her, he was just, like, talking about himself too much. Like, she would say things, and then he would kind of disregard it and be, like, try to be all, like, know-it-all. And I'm like, ew, like, who is this guy? Like, why is he doing too much right now? So I didn't think he was gonna stick around a long time in the movie. But once, like, we got to know him more, like, I saw that they had some pretty good chemistry, and I actually was kind of rooting with the grandma about her staying.
Yeah, I was too. I felt like she really had nothing to go back to the city with.
But I understand the pressure of not wanting to do that also, because it's like you're doing what someone else wants, but you didn't realize you wanted it first before they said it. So when someone else says it, it's kind of different, and it makes you not want to do it, because it's like, well, I'm just following what they want me to be, and it's like you kind of want to break out of that. But
it was coming from the grandma, so she knew she was wise and had that wisdom, and that she wasn't coming from like being rude. She was coming from genuineness. Also, even at like when she was younger, how the grandma was like, "Oh, you guys are all selfish," you know, and said that at the table out loud, and yet no one responded back to her because they kind of knew she was correct.
But grandmas be saying some slick shit sometimes, and I understand why they get pissed off.
Anything to add, Kelsa?
I would say a few scenes did like hit me hard. Like, obviously the guy slapping her daughter.
Yeah.
It was like typical. And then just the scene before too. I was like, that one really hit me hard too, because like she's waiting for someone to care. You know, she's waiting for her mom to be like, "What's wrong?" or her dad to be like, "What's wrong?" or any of her sisters to like actually care why she's upset. But none of them care. They'll just walk away. And like I feel like that hurt just almost as much as the slap to the face.
And when her mom was like, "Oh, there's something wrong with that child."
Yeah,
with
and
her
I feel
sister.
that too, because I feel like it's something my mom would do too. Like, you know, she thought something was wrong with me too. Like, and I was like, damn. I was like, that poor kid.
Yeah.
That's hard to hear.
That like shit talking behind your back, but like
That's
also like not even willing to just answer back, like ignoring you when you need something to say, but she'd rather talk. I don't like the family. I don't like the family.
I don't like the family either.
No.
I felt like the two daughters, the older daughters to her, are obviously her sisters, they just were in their own world. And the fact that like she would get so mad over like, you don't know your math, you know?
Oh my god, yes, that part irritated me.
But then she showed her on the back of the paper visually how she sees it. So she's just a visual person instead of, you know,
like letters
and
numbers.
But that doesn't make nothing's wrong with you, you know?
Exactly.
This was definitely made 35 years ago. So there was probably the idea of like people who don't get stuff like that as easy must be dumb. Or idiotic, which is like just a harsh way of thinking when they had a different talent.
Yeah, I mean, there's different ways to learn it too. Like, there's not just one way to do math. Like, you can do math in so many ways.
So many ways. Yet her timing on stage when she did her one line, she did that like timed it really well.
Yeah.
And then her little wave.
Yeah.
Like she knew what she had to do to share her voice.
Yeah, it was strategic. She knew what to do. It wasn't like how some other people who just don't have a passion for it to be like, oh, you just go up there and say a few numbers and that's it. Where her, she's like, okay, I'm gonna plan it out like this, which I think makes her smart. But in that way. Yeah. Everyone has their own smart.
I feel like I might be reading too much into it, but I feel like it like kind of demonstrates how a lot of like girls and women, like they grow up finding ways to make themselves heard, and because we're so not listened to when we're kids, especially, like, so we just find other ways to express our thoughts and feelings, like go around actually saying it, because so many people just don't even listen to girls.
Yeah, you find other ways to try to express yourself and be heard.
Yeah. And when she got back to the farm and that other girl wanted her pumas, you know, that's also a way a woman wants to be express themselves, but society has put us into a position where like you just want the same thing as everyone else, when that's really harmful because it creates you into a mass and not anything that identifies you into makes you unique. And so when she understood like, why waste money on this when I can make that relationship with this person that's new here and share her storytelling abilities to make her know like these shoes that you want are really nothing. You know, you're really stressing your mom over some shoes that just really don't mean nothing in the long run.
But I mean, materialistic things too.
Yeah.
I mean, that whole shoe thing, I kind of related to it because I cared about material a lot growing up, where it's like, you know, I would constantly like, but mostly because my dad wouldn't really give much, but my mom, she would be more of like willing to give me money because she know my dad wouldn't. So like, I do feel kind of guilty for not realizing that it's not that important. And I feel like I shouldn't have been, like, I don't know, asking for too much.
Yeah.
In that sort of way.
Yeah, and these films are ways for us to reflect on these things that we've done in our past and how we grew up, and make that change through cinema. I do want to talk about going to the countryside, going outside of the city. Going to a place that, like, you know, the air is fresh. Like, what is that for you guys?
Oh my gosh. You want to go first?
No, you go first.
Okay. I think, well, countryside to me, in my experience, where I've experienced it, is Mexico.
Same here.
So I think Mexico to me at first very much felt like home. It felt very pleasant. It was new. It was refreshing. I kept wanting to go back like every single year for vacation. And, you know, it was a different lifestyle. And I thought about living there. Like, I kid you not, I was in middle school and I'm like, I want to go to my happy place, and it would be in Mexico. And like, that stuck with me for a few years. But, you know, as you get older, you start to realize that like not everything is as good as it seems. Like, obviously I wouldn't be able to enjoy Mexico if my dad didn't have a house over there, if he didn't have, you know, he didn't give us an allowance every time we went. Like, you still had to work for things.
Definitely.
But I think living in the countryside is definitely like a breath of fresh air sometimes. Like, their lifestyle compared to the city life.
And like you said, you would work for things as she did too. What would be your countryside?
I lived in the same place. I've never lived anywhere, and I mean, you could argue it's kind of like a farm. So I've never experienced a city really. So I wouldn't be able to say like how it would feel to move from the city to countryside.
Yeah.
But I mean, I love nature. Like I think like it's like it does make you think deeper about things, and it helps clear your mind and all that. So I can see why like it would bring up memories for her when she went to the countryside.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
What about you?
I think I'm stuck with like Mexico too, especially because I've only been there once, and it was like last year. So I think it kind of is really stuck with what this character's going through, because she went once when she was younger, and this would be like her second time, and then getting this offer to like stay there for the rest of her life, and she does take this. Spoilers. And so I feel like really put in those shoes, not really, but like stepping into them, of like maybe this next time could be a place where like I could see something through, where start establishing something there for the long run, kind of like what your dad does.
Yeah, like where he built something for himself there. Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility, and you know, I think at the end of the day, you know, working to be in your happy place is what matters, and with who. It's just you gotta put in the work to do it.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just be like, oh, go for a little bit, come back. Like, no, you gotta establish a little something in the area, and I mean, it's nice. It's nice. Mexico's nice. I would like to go back soon to kind of like refresh my mind a little bit. I feel like I've been in the same area for such a long time now, for years, and I just want to experience something new.
Definitely.
Feel a little stagnant in like my physical reality. So let's go somewhere.
I can feel that, and I want to do that too. Mexico might be a nice trip to take, but I want to take something soon around this area in our states.
Yeah.
I do have a question for you guys. What's the best type of days? Rainy days, cloudy days, or sunny days?
Wow, iconic question.
Yeah.
So it's cloudy, sunny, or rainy?
I believe that was the 3 options. Am I
I
wrong?
believe so.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely not cloudy.
Really?
I will say rainy.
Okay.
This morning I woke up, I felt so happy that it was raining.
Really?
Yeah. I felt like, oh, I can like relax. Like it gives me like this relaxing sensation. Like, oh, like I can just chill. Where Sunny's like, okay, like we gotta do something. We gotta be productive. We gotta like, which is good too. But if I were to choose, I think it'd be rainy.
I'm sorry. I would choose cloudy, I think.
Cloudy?
Because, I mean, I would say sunny, but I recently got really sunburnt, and I'm so scared of the sun.
Yeah. You're a little traumatized from the sunny days.
And also, it's kind of hot. But,
I'm like irritated with the sun right now.
Yeah, it is kind of.
But if it's like nice temperature and like the sun's not super crazy,
then cloudy's like right up your alley.
yeah. But if I feel like rainy, I get a headache. And
Really?
I get sad.
Your mood really like
It depends on the weather.
depends on the weather. Yeah.
When it's sunny, I get irritable. Like I get so mad and angry all the time. But when it's cloudy,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Like it affects you a lot. The weather.
Yeah. Okay.
What about you?
I think cloudy as well.
Cloudy.
Yeah, because I think, well, there's a lot of different types of clouds. So just maybe one day it's gonna be this type of cloud.
Oh.
You know, where it's still sun's peeking through.
Okay.
You know, sometimes.
Well, what's like your favorite type of cloud?
That one I don't know. I don't know the scientific terms and names. You do?
There's cumulus, there's nimbus, there's cirrus, there's stratus. These are really in the clouds.
Damn.
You gotta pick one.
I can describe them.
I'm a big fan of the one that it looks like a racetrack and they kind of like go like.
And it's like wispy.
Yeah.
Cirrus, that's cirrus.
Yeah, I'm a
You
big
like
fan
cirrus.
of that. Yeah. Because sometimes it's really cool how it just fills up one part of the sky and the rest is just like, wow, how is that humanly possible?
I need to pay attention to the sky more. I don't be looking up.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like the type of person who likes to take pictures of the sky.
Really? Yeah, I can tell. I think no, not like I can tell.
I can
tell.
tell.
But I think I've seen you take some pictures of it. No, I rarely look up.
You gotta start looking up.
Yeah, I have to start looking up.
I also think another thing of my countryside is traveling the nation, but like for baseball when I was younger. Because obviously baseball was a little factor of this movie with like
oh my god, yes!
her crush.
I thought about you.
Yeah, I instantly felt that too. I felt like your energy, you're thinking about me. I was like, oh. I just wanted to feel like, wow, this is really...
Like, I was jealous that I was not those little girls watching you play baseball.
I never had anything like that. I had nothing like that. So I was like, oh, I wish I played for like a school. I think that would have been so fun. But I do have another question. It seems like at the end, she lets go of that child and all her memories of like her classmates and all everything like that. Still in that surrounding area, but she just left it behind.
I think, you remember in the phone call where, I don't know who she was talking to, which I don't know if she was talking to her mom or something, but she was like, you need to leave all that baggage behind. And I think that's what was holding her down, was all the baggage. And I think her taking the time to be in the countryside really helped her heal her baggage and like kind of come to this understanding, like she can't keep living in the past, and she can't be worried about like what her classmates thought of her.
Definitely.
Like at the end of the day, like she wanted to be with that country boy, and she did, and she was like, you know, like she's gonna be with him.
But my question also stands on, are you willing to let go of that childhood and that childhood you, that like 5-year-old, 10-year-old you?
I don't think she let go of it completely. I don't think anyone ever does.
Okay, good.
If you do, then
yeah. What's your answer to that?
God. I don't think I could ever let her go either.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm at the
she's
same
a part
point,
of
yeah.
me, and she's how I survived. And like, I know it's like you can let your old like coping mechanisms like really affect you in your like adult life. So I think that's an important part to let go of, but I think it's like you gotta appreciate that like everything that you did as a kid and the way that you thought, the way that you developed was what protected you as a kid. So you have to appreciate her or him or them or whatever. You have to appreciate that kid self of yourself that protected you when you were a kid, but then realize like I don't need you right now. You know, I'm an adult. I'm not in that situation anymore. Like, thank you for protecting me when I needed it, but I don't need that anymore.
Yeah. Well, that's a really good point. Like not bringing those habits with you because they protected you at one point, but because you're an adult, that's not necessary anymore. Like you're not endangered in the way that you were, and you can take control of the situation.
Yeah, and I think as we grow into adulthood, I think we also find that we can control our equilibrium with nature. We can balance that how we want to. If we want to spend time in nature and or want to be involved with technology in the way that consumes us, we really have that choice. And I think obviously this was made 35 years ago. They weren't really talking about like technology and the way it takes hold on people.
You saw the TVs they had.
Yeah.
They were not that technology advanced.
And I think at that time, technology and the TVs kind of inspired people too, because she was like still fascinated in having like images pop up in her head as she was watching TV and getting news of if she was going to be on her next, her second show or her second play. I did see that in this movie there's early signs of shame for your own autonomy, as in
explain.
Yeah, like being ashamed of your period, being ashamed of maybe math isn't just your strong suit. Your attraction towards someone, you just being early stages of shaming somebody. I saw that a lot through like the growing up myself, but also in this film. I think that's something that really was tackled really well with the writing.
I mean, the whole period thing, like, yeah.
I think especially for its time too, because I feel like talking about your period, like what is it, 35 years ago? 35 years ago, it was like still super taboo. Like it's still taboo nowadays to talk about your period. So
definitely. And like that line was like, oh, it's natural. We shouldn't be ashamed of it. My mom said we shouldn't. And that's...
That girl, she was
Real.
She was real, and she was comfortable in
She
her
was
own
comfortable in
skin,
her,
and like
her own self.
that's
yeah.
because she had that communication with her mother.
With her mother.
It
Yeah.
all ties down to the relationship with your mother at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about your own bodily functions. Like, if clearly she was not getting the communication that she needed from her mother, what makes you think they're going to talk about periods?
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't even tell her mother that, you know, she was scared to not join PE because they were going to think that she was on her period.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of just telling her mother the truth, she avoided it and was like, no, like, I want to join gym, like, I'm fine. She said, no, you're sick.
Mm-hmm.
Where she could have easily been like, Mom, like, no, this is what happened. This is what's happening at school.
Mm-hmm.
But she knows how her mother is, which is why she didn't say anything.
Yeah. I think I've spoke about everything I've written down. I just feel like this is a wonder-filled film. Makes you kind of feel a lot of different wonderful yet emotional emotions. But is there anything you guys like to say before we give our review?
What do you mean?
Like our 5-star, 4-star.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Any last words?
Would you like to go first? Okay. So my final words are Studio Ghibli, you did your big one again. I enjoy your films a lot, and you know, each one gives me a different feeling, but I enjoyed it. It didn't make me emotional, which I'm glad. It didn't make me emotional once, but I'm glad it wasn't too crazy like the other one that I watched. But I enjoyed it. It was nice. It was nice.
Yeah. I'd say it definitely made me emotional. Like, I was kind of tearing up throughout, but I didn't I didn't really let them out. I feel like I'm gonna need to go home and cry a little bit.
Really?
Because I felt like it did bring up things with from my childhood. And just like thinking about that, like, I feel like I have a lot of stuff with that. But yeah, so I think it was a phenomenal film and did what it was meant to do and portrayed girlhood very well.
Yeah, I know I'm excited and really looking forward. I don't know when, maybe 10 years down the line, watching this again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and seeing how that just I intake it.
Mm-hmm.
But my review there, I want to ask you guys what you guys give this out of 10 stars. What's your rating? Or out of 5 stars, I would say, and then give me like a percentage.
Okay.
It's getting complicated.
You're right. A lot of numbers. I will give it a 4.8. Can I do that?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. 98%.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I remember that mine was at 10 again. I was like, wait.
Out of 5, yeah, out of 5 stars, and then percentage.
Okay. Yeah. Let me think. I should have been thinking. I would.
Should have been thinking.
I'd probably give it like I'd probably give it the same rating, like 4.8.
The same one?
Sweet.
Okay.
I would say.
Why? Why don't you do the other? Why not the other 2%?
I can ask you the same thing.
Ooh,
Security.
Security.
Okay, I'll say first. I think because I didn't I resonated with a lot of it, but I didn't fully resonate with it because it was a very I just have a weird life, so I can't really resonate with a lot of things. So it was a little different. I mean, it was nice because I like to experience other people's lives too, but you know, it's like not all of it was super emotional.
Okay. So mostly because you didn't relate to it.
Yeah,
Like, completely.
there were parts that I didn't really relate to.
Gotcha.
Like I could feel that this means something to other people, and I'm like, I don't know what it means for me.
Like, you just didn't feel anything to
Yeah.
it then? Okay.
that's fair, and it's really cool that you can respect, you know, the fact that maybe this is speaking to somebody else. Yeah.
What about you?
Why don't you give it the
Hey.
2%?
Oh.
What's up with that 2%?
Okay, y'all got me. That 2% was for there were some scenes where I didn't really understand what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Where me and KELSA were talking about when her younger self met with her childhood crush, and he was in an alley, kind of like standing there, all creepy.
I don't think that was a childhood crush. I think that was some guy, the little kid that she was paired up in class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't her crush?
No, it wasn't her crush. It wasn't that guy she was sitting next to. It was another little boy.
The baseball boy?
No,
that was her crush.
I think the baseball boy is that guy.
That was in the alley.
No.
Then who was in the alley?
A partner that she was paired up with in class. In
No,
one of her grade schools, yeah.
No, because she left all happy and like giddy because that was her crush.
Oh, the one that was standing angel-esque in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the dirty one.
No.
The one that was standing angel-esque. I think that was her crush. I believe so,
Okay.
yeah.
I don't think they meant to portray it in that way, but I think because we're girls, we fear seeing somebody standing in an alley
Yeah.
and just not moving.
No, it was creepy.
I think the interactions that she was having with these boys threw me off a little bit. And I understand why she feared it though. What's going on?
There you go.
Okay. Like when the country boy picked her up from the train station, he just grabbed her bag and
grabbed
said,
her-
"Let's
yeah.
go." I'm
And he like acted all crazy because he was...
and he's like, "You don't know me?"
Yeah.
Oh, of course you don't. It's like those snarky like comments that he would make, and I'm like, oh. I'm like,
I love the way you perceive things.
yeah. But that's why I give my 2%. I don't like the first interactions that she had with the guys, but they were cool at the end, you know.
Yeah.
But it was just the first interactions.
I'm giving this 99 close to 100. Yeah, I love this guy's films. So like they're all masterclass, top of the line. Like I think he's a way better director than Miyazaki, to be quite honest. Yeah. But yeah. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. Thank you for KELSA for being part of this.
Thank you.
And being down to go watch a movie. I know this was like a literally last minute thing.
And you told me 3. And
Yeah.
I was like, girl, 2.
I know. Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Time to go eat.
Yeah, time to eat up. Thank you guys. Subscribe, like, share. And this will not be the last time you see our faces.
This will not be the last time.
No.
Good night.